phone to get them edited. I have to do that right now, actually. I'm slowly getting caught up this weekend, thankfully. Steven has that. Tomorrow's going to be busy because Steven has that. I guess it's like a half interview, half tour type thing. I was thinking the other day, and I keep forgetting to mention it, I never told you guys that Steven quit smoking. Like, that was such a big thing for so long that I hated that he was a smoker. But when we got COVID in January, I tried to keep him barricaded in our bedroom for the first few days that he was sick, and I was sleeping in the living room. And then once, like a couple days, I think it was 2 days after, or the day after he tested positive, Aiden got it, and then I was like, well, just forget it because I'm gonna get it now. And then we all ended up with it. But he was in the bedroom for a couple days and couldn't like go outside to smoke because I didn't want him coming downstairs. So I was like, you should just keep up with it because you've gone like 48 hours so far, don't pick up a cigarette. And he was like, I kind of don't want to right now because I'm scared, because we didn't know how bad it was going to be. We had never had it before, so he just kept with it, and he has not had a cigarette since, what date did he test positive? It was like January 20 something, but he hasn't had one since then. So in a couple months it will be a year since he's had a cigarette, and I'm so happy about that. It has definitely saved money, but like more importantly, he tells me like his breathing is definitely better. He used to always like hack up so much crap in the shower every morning, just from like the steam and stuff, and he doesn't do that anymore. I'm like, yeah, I notice. I don't hear you like hacking up along in the shower anymore. But like he's like, it made me fat because he's gained a lot of weight, and he insists that it's because he doesn't smoke anymore. He's like, the nicotine used to curb my appetite more, and he still craves them all the time, but like it's so nice to just not have that smell on him. And I have been so super sensitive to it now since he hasn't smoked in almost a year that like if I'm out somewhere and I smell it, I'm like, ugh, it makes me sick now. I was so used to it for so long because both my uncles smoked growing up. My mom was a heavy smoker. When we lived with my dad, he was a smoker too, and just freaking cigarette smoke all my life. So I am very happy that no one I know that is super close to me smokes anymore. It's awesome. So yeah, I don't know why I never talked about that. It just like it happened, and then he stuck with it, and I don't know why I haven't mentioned it, but I was super happy about it. So it is still Sunday. It's Sunday night. I just got out of the shower. We did a hold on, my Hulu's gonna start playing and I don't want it to blast. We did a kind of like a gingerbread house but a haunted house thing again this year. I can't remember if it was last year or the year before. I got one that was, I think it was Hershey's or something like that, and it was a decent one. And then this year I got a it's an M&M, or well, it's supposed to be an M&M's one, and it looked really cute because it had like cardboard cutouts of like walls and stuff with designs on them that you could put in the middle to make it look like a castle, because it's supposed to be like a haunted castle. And we open it up and it's got just one giant thing of like plain white icing and a purple and orange bag of like powdered dye. I'm like, I'm not putting this in the friggin' frosting. It looked like the stuff I used to like the powdered dyes to color bath bombs and stuff. I'm like, there's no friggin' way. They usually give you that stuff, like the colors that you need already mixed and stuff, so I thought that was stupid. So we just put it together with the white, and that was that. But one of the walls was also broken, so we had to like glue that together and make sure it was dry enough to put the whole thing together. The one plus side of it is that I'm all out of breath because I was running up and down the stairs. The one plus side of it is that it came with these little clips, like corner clips, to put the walls in so that they don't like buckle and fall over when you're trying to glue them together. I'm keeping those. Those should be in every friggin' gingerbread house kit ever now, because they made it super easy. I'm gonna keep them for whatever one we end up doing for Christmas time, but other than that, that thing was kind of a failure. That was his teacher calling, because apparently our meeting was today and I didn't know about it. I never got a friggin', I told you guys last week, I thought it was supposed to be last Monday, never got an email about it. So I just had to super quickly do that. I was 15 minutes late for it. She said in the voicemail, like, I'm on here, I'll leave the room open in case you want to get on. Friggin' hell. I've never been late for one of those. There's too much shit going on right now. I want to open up the other email because I had set up a Gmail account specifically for school stuff, and the emails about, yeah, see, she sent a reminder this morning. If I had checked this morning, I would have known. But like just now, she didn't give me what do you call it? A date for the next one. So this is the last Monday of the month. Maybe that's what she said. I could have sworn she said the third Monday of every month. What the fuck ever. I don't care. It's just for her. And then Thursday I have the meeting with his main teacher, so I don't understand. I don't know. I still have such a headache. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, I couldn't sleep good last night because I was friggin' all worked up and thinking about a bajillion things. I don't like that my family can't friggin' help me with anything. Like, I'm done helping my uncle. I do so much crap for him, and like, this is how I'm repaid. The guy never wants to use credit cards for online or anything because he's afraid people are going to steal his information. So, and he's too cheap to buy an Amazon Prime subscription. So every time he wants something off Amazon, I have to order it for him. I'm not doing that anymore. Forget it. Freaking, I'm sick of being treated like this. Like I'm constantly asking them for money when I've never done it before. I'm pissed off. I almost said pricked off. I'm pissed off and aggravated, and it's making me ill. Like, I need to eat something because it's just making my headache worse than I'm hungry, and I don't feel like eating. I'm getting, like, super duper aggravated, and I also need to drink some water because I know that's not helping either. But I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try to get some work done, and I will check in with you guys tomorrow. It is Halloween. I have some wings on because I'm trying to decide what I'm doing tonight. Like the dress that goes with this costume is gonna be way too cold. Like I just dug stuff out of what I already had for Halloween costumes. So, because it's like a shoulderless dress. Oh, damn it. Anyway, so I'm just gonna do my hair and makeup, wear the wings, and the, which way is this supposed to go? I guess it doesn't matter. The little devil horns. And that'll be good enough, because it's supposed to be freezing tonight. It has been so hot for October, and today it's freezing, so I'm sure it's only gonna be colder tonight. And we're going with, I hate trying to get these off. It's like very stretchy. But the little thingies, so I'm gonna have to have Steven pull it off of me when I go downstairs. But we're going with my best friend again, because last year Aiden had a blast getting to go with so many kids. Her neighborhood is really busy, like our old neighborhood used to be on Halloween. I've still got a dull headache from the past couple days, trying to get that to go away. I was hoping I would wake up today and not have it, but I'm still on my period, so that's most likely why I still have it. Yeah, I have to like loosen these thingies because I hate trying to get them off. Please come off without snapping the thing. They're like elastic, clear elastic material, and it's really annoying. But there's a way to like loosen them. I don't think I ever wore these the first time I got the costume, because I used the dress for something else. Alright, so I figured I would do a get ready with me and just cut out all the, the long boring parts where I'm talking or something. So I was gonna do black lipstick. I was messing with this before because this is actually a really good matte liquid black. This came from Hot Topic a while ago, but it's still good. It's still liquidy and stuff. It dries down so that there's no transfer or anything. Skillington black. It came in a set of 3, and one of the other colors was kind of like the color that I have on, but this was one of my Pretties for Your Face liquid lipsticks, which I don't have anymore, and I've been contemplating bringing them back. My lips are dry, but it's a nice moisturizing formula. So like it dries down to where it's not, it's like totally transfer proof, and it's just a weird color. So this is one that like I don't wear all the time, but it's a very like dead look. So if I'm gonna do some sort of devil makeup here, I'm just gonna do red. And when I think red, I was immediately like, I have to use blood sugar, so that's what I'm gonna use, because there's different tones of reds in here. Is there a black in here? Because I need a black. No. Alright, so trying to decide if I should do red all over or not. Because usually when I use this palette, I start with that peachy color. But I want to do like all red, I think. That's not the red shade that I want. I haven't done like all bright makeup in a really long time, and just doing that made me realize I'm forgetting that you usually need like a white base under it. Yeah, I'll use this darker one instead. The Fresh Meat color is a darker red. I just don't love that it's not, like all these colors are matte, and I kind of want some shimmer in it. Kind of sounds like someone's talking on their phone through their car speakers outside my window. Don't know if I'm going to use this brush again, but I'm going to leave it out anyway. Alright, I'm going to go in with, well, the Blood Sugar shade is shimmery. Maybe I'll be crazy and use that in the crease. Let's see. This one's like a rust. Yeah, that's not bad. I usually don't do shimmer in the crease, but I did matte all over my lid, so let's do opposite of everything I normally do. But now my eye is watering. It's gonna look like crap. Can't keep a nice blend going if I'm gonna have teardrops in the corner, you know? Ugh, come on. Please. What's gonna happen later is I haven't worn heavy eyeshadow like this in a while, and I'm probably gonna go to rub my eyes and then be like, shit, I just messed it all up. So I also haven't done eyeliner in a really long time, and I kind of don't want to, but this is so dramatic it kind of needs it. The ColourPop one from last, I don't know if this was Christmas or Halloween, the Nightmare Before Christmas collection that they did. Was that the year before? My God. This is probably too old to be using, but it still works, so. I'm pretty sure that was their Christmas collection that year. Whatever year it was. This is just totally transfer proof without like making my lips crack and stuff, so I'm going to grab some highlighter and blush, which I should have done. Loved these Real Techniques brushes, but like I'm at the point where I'm gonna have to get rid of them because something about, if anybody had these, these are pretty old ones, but the silicone-y rubbery stuff gets all sticky and I don't know why. Like it hasn't been in contact with anything, it's just, see that? It's all sticky. They've just been sitting in my brush holder and they're all like that. I don't know why. Anyway, for blush, I'm gonna use the ColourPop Baby Cakes one that I just got not that long ago because I haven't used this at all yet. It's a very dark, going to match with this, it's a pink, but it's gonna match with this dark red look I've got going on. I hope, at least. Oh, it's kind of very more powdery than I thought it was going to be. I don't want to go too crazy with it, but then again, more than I normally do because it's Halloween. But this has been my favorite blush brush for so long, and I'm so mad that it's getting that stickiness to it. Some of the old school Kat Von D palettes did that too, because they were that same rubbery material, and I just got all sticky for no reason. I don't understand why. Let me put some on my nose. I don't know why they do that. Like, it's not coming in contact with anything that's gonna make it do that, so I don't... Like, normally, if you spill alcohol on something that alcohol does not agree with, that might happen to it, but I have not been near these things with alcohol. This was my favorite highlighter brush for the longest time, too. I also love... Where is it? The angled one. This is Real Techniques, too, but this one was all, like, plastic, so the way this one is angled is perfect for highlighting. But I wanted to use this one because I haven't used it in a really long time. And I wanted to attempt to use the Gothic Diamonds highlighter palette on my face. I'm glad that when I uploaded this, other people agreed with me because I thought I was going crazy when I was swatching it, but this color in the middle is just this one swirled into this one. It's like, why did they put the same color in here twice? I don't know. But I'm gonna try it with the white. I'm not so certain that the purple is going to go great with this look. And it doesn't pick up crazy on a brush, which is good if you don't want to go overboard with it. But it just gives like a... You can see that, right? I was thinking maybe I'll do the purple and go super glittery with it, but the purple's not going to really match this. I do like the way the shimmery white one looks. If you were going to be a vampire or something super pale, this would be a good highlighter to use. So I'm just going to shimmer my nose. A little bit there. And that should be good. So it's not too extreme, but this is way more extreme of a makeup look than I've been wearing lately. I kind of... Did I put too much blush? I feel like this is lower than over here. Man, I am out of practice for doing makeup. Man, I messed up my cheeks bad. Let's just put more on, because who cares? Should do my whole face bright red. These are kind of hard to open. Why can I not get this open? There we go. Okay, now I feel like I'm just gonna keep adding blush till I have like sunburn face. So it's just gonna look like. That's a little bit better. Let me see. I still feel like there's too much and it's lower right here, but it might just be this light. So when I look at it in the mirror, it doesn't look as crazy. And bring it down more over here then. Looks like I've been socked in the face. Oh well. I went crazy with the blush, but that's okay. It is Halloween after all. I just got out of the shower and everything, and I'm ready to relax for the night and getting ready for bed. But he's eating candy right now. I told him he could have 2 things of candy out of his bag, so now I have to wait so it's not all stuck in his teeth so he can brush his teeth before he goes to bed. But I forgot to take a video of him with his costume on because we were kind of rushing because, like I said, I had to get it on him right before we went out, so I had him pee, I threw his costume on, and then we went out the door. So I did get a picture of all of the kids together though, so I'll stick that in here. Finn was a policeman, Killian was a fireman, and then Annika and Freya were, I think, characters from Genshin Impact. I don't know that game, I don't play it, so all I know is the stuff they tell me, and they're into that game right now, so Eden had fun, and then like about halfway through he was done with the dinosaur. It wasn't really a mask, it was like a helmet that went on. I'll call it a hat, I guess. But it was aggravating him because it kept wanting to turn, so like it kept obstructing his view. Did I take all my makeup off? Why do my eyes still look so dark? Thought I got it all off in the shower. So that came off about halfway through, and then about 3/4 of the way through he was done. He didn't want to carry his bag anymore because it got too heavy. Same thing as last year. He's done with it after like 45 minutes. So we were out for like an hour. We went out at 6, and then we left to come back home at 7, so and just like I thought, I got absolutely nothing done today for work, so I considered this my day off. I haven't had like a day off of not doing anything in weeks, so that is my day off. I also realized that I have a dentist appointment, my 6-month cleaning and everything, on the 15th. I don't want to go. I hope I should be able to go. I'm trying to remember what time they made it for. Because if Steven's going to be working overnights, he's not going to go to work till like 10:30. Oh, I didn't even tell you he got the job. I had so much going on yesterday and I was so stressed I didn't even come back on here and tell you that they offered him the job immediately. So thank God. I hope that this one works out. Neither one of us is thrilled that it's an overnight thing, but I'm like, maybe if you're there for long enough, they'll let you switch to the day shift if you if you want. Because that, like, usually, I guess it depends on the place, but although I say that, and I worked at Rite Aid for just about 12 years, and I should have had seniority over everybody there, and I didn't. I didn't get promotions, I didn't get shit, so it all depends on the company. I forgot what else I was going to talk about. I mainly just came on here to tell you guys that he had a good time. I'm glad that he got to go out. He was all day long. I couldn't get him to focus for school because all he wanted to do was go out and go trick-or-treating. Then we go out trick-or-treating and he was done with it like 45 minutes in, so that is Aiden. I also had to make sure that at least one of us went up to most of the houses with him because it was so busy. Like if we got to a house that didn't have a huge line of kids waiting, then I let him go with his friends. But if there was a bunch of people, it was too hard. I could barely see Steven and everybody else when I turned around to walk back because there was so many lights everywhere and so many people everywhere, so I wasn't going to send him up to the doors alone. And also he likes to grab what he wants, and I have to keep telling him to only take one piece. Halloween is stressful when trick-or-treating is stressful when you have a kid that doesn't really understand, like, you can only take one piece unless they tell you you can take more, and don't specifically ask them for something, because like the first house we went to, he was like, I want Sour Patch Kids. Autism is a funny thing sometimes, I'm telling you. People who have never like interacted with autistic kids don't really get it, but thankfully he's old enough now that like I don't have to explain it to every person, because when he was like nonverbal and not saying stuff at doors and everything, we'd have to give like the sorry he's autistic, you know, like because he didn't say thank you or didn't say trick or treat or anything, because every now and then you get the people that push it, like, aren't you gonna say trick or treat, blah 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 blah. Like, you shouldn't have to, not to be one of those people, but you shouldn't have to give your kid's diagnosis to every single person that you come in contact with, you know. So trick-or-treating can be stressful sometimes, but he had fun. It's getting easier the older he gets. It's just, we laugh about it now that like, oh, he went digging through that person's bucket until he found the thing of Skittles because he friggin' loves Skittles. So yeah, of course this eye did not stop watering, and it's probably going to be all sore tomorrow because it'll be all dried out over here, the skin. I should go put some extra moisture on it, moisturizer on it now. Put some on when I get out of the shower, but and then I forgot he has a math club meeting tomorrow at 2:30. I don't think I'm gonna make him go to it because he has like no other classes that day other than in the morning when he has OT and speech, so he's not gonna want to just do math club at the end of the day. Steven just told me now, and I don't know why he didn't. He said he forgot to tell me last night that we were taking turns taking Aiden up to the doors to trick-or-treat last night, and he said at one of the houses, it was like a guy and his girlfriend or wife or whatever that were sitting there, and it was like one of the last houses we went to. I don't remember which one it was, and neither does he. But he said that the guy said to him, like, we have adult candy too, if you know what I mean, or something like that. And Steven looked at him and he was like, no, that's okay. And then he's like, well, you know where to find us. And Steven noticed as he was leaving that their doormat was an upside down pineapple. So like, if you don't know what that means, that's like the universal symbol for swingers. And I could not stop laughing. I was like, why did you not tell me that last night? That's friggin' hysterical. I was just cracking up. So these are the cookies I was talking about yesterday. There's not a ton left because I only made like 14 and Steven's been demolishing them, but you can see the ones with less were the strawberry ones, and then the ones I put a ton in were the raspberry ones. And it is a little bit much as far as jam goes, so a little bit less next time, and I think they'll be perfect. So I just finished Aiden's parent-teacher conference with his main teacher, and then I'm too low in this. I wanted this to be up here because it's easier to stick it on this shelf but I can't like angle my camera down. Maybe I can just stand on my tiptoes. Ignore that it's a mess in the back. There's cat stuff everywhere. So I did the parent-teacher conference with the main teacher, and then I'll stand on my tiptoes. His special needs teacher came in too, like a few minutes in. It wasn't very long. As soon as I came on, she was like, "He's my favorite student," and just saying all these great things about him. Like his teacher last year did that all the time. I think they know that I'm like with him to help him all the time, so they appreciate it. But yeah, he got rave reviews from his teacher. I'm not sure why the language arts / social studies teacher didn't set up a parent-teacher conference, but I guess because of the way they do it this year, they have 2 friggin' classes, like 2 groups of classes to deal with, so they would have had to do parent-teacher conferences with like 50 parents. So I guess whoever's homeroom they're in is the one that does the parent-teacher conference. But his language arts teacher wasn't feeling good today anyway, but he did good on his language arts assignment. They've been doing like, it's kind of like a book club thing every week, and she calls it Lit Circle, and like they're in groups and they have to read a book together, and every week they get a different job, so it rotates. Like he had to be the discussion director the first week, which wasn't that bad because his job was to come up with questions about the chapters they read and then just pick on someone in the class to answer them. And then in the group, not the whole class. And then this week he was a word finder, so he had to find like words that you don't hear all the time, or like stuff he didn't know what it means, and then look it up and put the definition and everything. So it's a lot of reading, which is not his reading he's really good at, but the comprehension is not his strong point, so I have to make sure I'm watching what he's doing and help him out with the answers. But other than that, it was only like a 5-minute meeting because she didn't have a ton of stuff to say to me or tell me he needs to work on anything. And friggin' Ragnar was in my lap the entire time, and then trying to lick me and walk on the keyboard and stuff. Yeah, it's a little better down here, even though I don't like this angle. It's a bad double chin angle. There's an email that got sent out this morning that Green Day announced their tour, and the tickets go on sale. I think the pre-sale was today, and the tickets go on sale. Today's Thursday, right? So they go on sale tomorrow, I guess. I don't know why there isn't more of a notice given in between, hey, we're having a tour and the tickets are going on sale right now. But either way, they're at friggin' Fenway, just like Blink-182 is. So they're not being sold through Ticketmaster, they're being sold through Fenway Park, and the freaking prices are just as outrageous. It's so stupid. As much as I love these bands, Green Day and Blink-182, I refuse to pay the freaking, not that I can afford it anyway right now, but the amounts that they charge now. The first time I ever saw Blink-182 and Green Day, I saw them together at the Pop Disaster Tour in 2002, I think it was. And I was front row for that, and I think the tickets were like $50. And I know with inflation and everything's more expensive now, but it's insane to me that people are like, not even the resellers, like the shitty seats way up, like not the balcony because it's a friggin' baseball place, but baseball stadium, sports stadium, whatever. But whatever you call it, like way up in the back, are like $300 to not even see them. Like when I have not been to a concert in a while. Last time I saw Green Day, we did have seats so that we could sit down because I'm too old now and my back hurts. But I think, I know it was on St. Patrick's Day one year. I want to say it was like 2017, so it's been a while since I've seen them. But those tickets were like 70 something, which is still a lot for the seats we had, but way more doable than what they're trying to charge now, and people are still buying them, so they're gonna just keep doing it. It's depressing. It's depressing how expensive everything is. It's depressing that, like, on that same vein, my shop is not getting nearly the amount of orders that it used to get this time of year. Like, I used to be so busy going into the holiday season, and it's like virtually nothing now. And like, there's been posts about it in small business Facebook groups I'm in and stuff, and everybody's having the same issue. It's just like the economy has gone to shit, so people don't have the money to spend on the extra stuff. I don't want to have to close my business down. I really don't. I've put so much into it, so much into building my Instagram and friggin' getting to the amount of followers that I have on there and all that stuff, and it would be, I would feel like a failure if I have to shut it down. But like, this holiday season is going to determine what I'm going to do, because it's either keep chugging away at it and hope things get better, or have to find some kind of work from home job instead, like I had before with the transcription stuff. And I really don't want to go back to that, because my friggin' the carpal tunnel shit in my wrists were killing me from typing like that every day. For, like, if you're typing nonstop for like hours and hours a day, of course I could work at my own pace and everything, but in order to make enough, I had to keep cranking out transcriptions, and it was just like, my back paid for it, my neck paid for it, and my wrists and everything paid for it. Steven he had to do his drug test, and he had to have a vision test today, and he said he failed that vision test like 16 times, and the lady was so nice and patient about it, because he was like, I need this job so bad, I know I need glasses. He just reads reading glasses, and I told him, you need to go to an eye doctor and get like a real prescription, because your eyes are not as bad as mine, but they're getting there. So I'm gonna order him stronger reading glasses in the interim, and try to find an eye doctor for him to make an appointment with, because he needs an actual prescription. But like, part of this job, because it's medical stuff, and like they make pieces for like prosthetics and things like that, they're gonna all have teeny tiny little numbers on them, and he has to be able to read those. That's why he had to have a vision test. And the lady was just really nice about it, so thank God he had to deal with someone that was super nice about it, and not super impatient and just like, you didn't pass, so get out of here. So I feel like I've been wearing this sweatshirt every day this week, but I just throw it on over whatever shirt I have underneath, so I'm not being gross and wearing the same shirt every day. I'm just keeping warm, because it's been freezing the past few days. But I'm about to start making some more whipped soaps, because I started yesterday and then I got sick of doing it. But they are back in stock now. I don't have them during the summer and like the warmer spring months, because they melt during shipping. So I have a lot of scents, not every scent, because I have like 50 something scents and fragrances on my website, but not every scent is available in whipped soap, because some of the fragrance oils tend to act differently in them. Like the Seance Weather one is a huge seller, this fragrance, but I might have to discontinue it in whipped soap, because it always turns out more like, I want to say more fluffy, but it's almost like the fragrance oil activates the soap or something. It smells really good, but it's like very, very fluffy, and not the consistency of all the other whipped soap, so it's kind of weird. But some of the oils tend to do that. And then also, just to keep myself sane, I don't make them available in every single fragrance because it's kind of hard to make everything in every fragrance because it's a lot. Like, a lot of places only have like 5 or 6 scents in certain stuff, and then you can get this in lotion, but you can get this in body spray, and it's just easier for me to have less of them available at any given time. So what I'm going to try to do to make this go faster, because I have a lot of them to do, is just throw some music on my phone and then hope I can get through all this, because by the time I'm done, it's going to be time to make dinner. It is Friday, so I'm going to end the vlog here anyway, but I just wanted to check in and say hi. Steven starts his job on Monday, thank God. But in the meantime, if you want to go buy some whipped soaps on my site, prettiesforyourface.com, I'm going to try and start promoting myself more on here, because why not, right? I do, like I said, have the Pretties for Your Face YouTube channel, and I'm going to start putting stuff on there. And the first video I do is probably going to be once I finalize all the stuff for the holiday/winter collection, so I can show swatches of the eyeshadows and whatever I make for that. And I am doing I do a lot of collab shades with creators on Instagram, and I'm doing a really cool one right now. It's going to be one of those multi-chrome pigments, but it's holographic, so it's got holographic glitter in it, but it shifts like it's like a purple and blue shifty one. It's so pretty. I was like, do I want to do another multi-chrome, because they haven't been selling the greatest lately, but I think this is not a color that you see a lot, so it's really pretty and super cool, and I'm excited about it. So haven't decided if that's going to be part of the winter collection or not yet. It's probably just going to be like a standalone color. But if it's a good seller, there's different colors of those holographic ones that I can do and mix them with other stuff to make them more unique. So that's what is going through my head now, trying to think of what I have an idea of what I'm gonna do for the winter stuff, but I need to really sit down and finish figuring it out. What you doing? I said, what are you doing? Not You're not supposed to be getting another snack right now. It's only 3:15. I have to make him a snack schedule because he was just going ham on the snacks lately. I'm scared for when you're a teenager, Aiden, because you're going to eat me out of house and home. You can have a fruit snack and then nothing else till dinner, okay? Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna finish up the video for today, for the week, start doing all these whipped soaps that I've got to do. Everything is laid out in a mess in front of me and I've got to do this now, but once I get through that, I will feel like a weight has been lifted, so I'll talk to you guys next week.